Black Myth Wukong costs $43 million to make. This is stupid considering how much USA developers are being paid due to the cost of living difference between China. They aren't even comparable. Well, of course it's comparable because you can compare it to Genshin Impact. Yeah, I mean, that's not true. Like, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of reasons why it's comparable. Yeah, there's plenty of games that are made in China that you can use as a frame of reference. Genshin takes 100 million yearly. It's something crazy like that, yeah. It's a lot. How many Concords is that? That is maybe like 0.2 or 0.1 Concords. So, like, they could make maybe half of one map and 2 or 3 characters for the cost that it took to make entirety of Black Myth Wukong. And also, here's another component. Let's say that this user, you know, person is true. And like, oh, the costs are much cheaper in China. If the costs are much cheaper in China, you know what that's going to mean? That means a lot more developers are going to move to China. That's just what's going to happen. Because if you can develop a AAA game that has sold 20 million copies for $43 million over there, everybody's going to be moving over there and making games. So yeah, I feel like if that's true, that's a bad thing. Imagine Ubisoft relocating to China. I won't have to imagine it. If Tencent buys them out, it's a good possibility. Have you played New Game Plus on Black Myth Wukong? No. I've played New Game Plus, New Game Plus Plus, and I unlocked the Wukong stance in the base game. I unlocked every single weapon, and I beat the game 3 or 4 times. And I'm max level. So yeah, I did. Yeah, I played it a lot off stream. It was really good. Want to see it? No, I'm too lazy. I don't want to get on right now. Off stream, I can show this. I can show the achievements. Where do we have here? I guess I have the staves. October 3rd. What is this here? I guess this is whenever I got all the meditation spots. Yeah, I played it a lot. Lies, 179 hours. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of that was like I probably left the game on and fell asleep or something like that. But other than that, did you get the gay sex scene? Oh, yeah, with the other monkey, for sure. The scene in the 2007 Kim Clement video? No, I have no idea what that is. Did that with Elden Ring. Yeah, it was really, it was a really fun game. I liked it a lot. I actually spent like 2 or 3 days on the last boss on New Game Plus Plus. I really struggled on it a lot. I got fucked. That shit was hard, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I was having a bad time. But I did end up getting it, and I was able to beat it. It was all right. I think I was just playing it wrong. Yeah, the last boss scales a lot. Yeah, it was huge. Like, every other boss, like even Erlang, like, I was fighting him with, like, the damage taken set. And so, like, I died a few times on him, but whenever I swapped over to, like, my normal gear to kill him, I killed him on, like, the first try. Like, even in New Game Plus Plus. But that last boss, I was on him for, like, I'd say collectively, like, 4 or 5 hours. True? What's this?
With micro animation locks that root you in place. And even if it's just for half a second, taking away a player's freedom of movement is what makes it feel clunky.
It feels like shit. Yep.
I'd happily go more in depth on this in a separate video, but people keep telling me the combat gets less clunky with more...
No! If it sucks at level 1, why the fuck would anybody go to level 50? Elden Ring is good at the first fucking second.
So true.
Classic WoW is good in the first fucking second.
Yep.
No.
This is something I said 2 days ago.
I hate it. No, it doesn't get better. If it needs to get better, then it is bad. Think about it. So true. I was so right when I said that 2 days ago. God, I was so right. The WoW part? Yeah, exactly. Still don't agree with this take? Okay, that's fine. But just don't be surprised when a game that takes 50 hours to get good doesn't hold a player base because people don't want to invest 50 hours into being able to have fun. That's fine. What's this here? Does anybody know what went wrong? Uh-oh. Ubisoft with the clown face. That's not good at all. What is this here? I'll go back and I'll see the rest of this. Oh, these are just all the stupid things that they've done over the years. Let me read it. Ubisoft staff say company continues to protect and promote known offenders and their allies. It's exhausting. Beyond Good and Evil sequel confirmed by Ubisoft isn't confirmed to be active. The game was announced in 2008. Assassin's Creed pop-up ads caused by technical error, says Ubisoft. Ubisoft clarifies that Trackmania is subscription-based, but it's not the point. Ubisoft just added de novo to Assassin's Creed Mirage via one-day patch a few minutes ago after all the major reviews went online. Sincerely, fuck off. The reason why they do that, I hate to be the boring guy, but recently de novo pricing was leaked, and the reason why they do that is simply because they're paying bi-monthly amount for service. So it would logically make sense that if you're paying monthly or you're paying for how often you're downloading it, it's going to be added at the last minute. So yeah, secure day one purchases. Also, I'm going to be honest, guys. De novo works. It does. You shouldn't be surprised that a company is going to use something that's anti-piracy in order to prevent people from stealing their stuff. For a year? For a year? What do you mean? Do you say, is that like a counterpoint? That's like where 90% of the sales are in the first year. That's insane. Yeah, what do you mean? De novo kills games? No, it doesn't. Who the fuck said... No, it doesn't. Who thinks de novo kills games? You know what I think? I think there's a lot of people that want de novo to kill games, and so they say it does as like a form of self-fulfilling prophecy, as if maybe if we repeat this enough times, it will become true. It's not. It's not true. Like, just look at the numbers. Look, guys, I'm not asking you to say de novo's good. I'm asking you to just look at the numbers and be honest with yourself. That's all. If you don't have money to buy a game, de novo don't give you money? I guess not. Some games run like shit with de novo. You're right, but I think that other games don't run like shit with de novo. And also, you have to assume that a company is going to have to do something to protect their property. Like, it makes sense that they would do that. I know people might not like it, but if you're making a product and you've invested $70 million into this product, you're probably going to invest into a way to have that product not be stolen. It's the same as, like, you go to Walmart and there's going to be, like, icons that, or not icons, but little things that are on the expensive items so you can't run out of the store with them. Like, of course that's what's going to happen. You can't be surprised by that. Shouldn't the consumer know ahead of time, though? I think that they should. And I think that if you change the nature of the way a game is offered, like, for example, adding in de novo or adding in some sort of anti-piracy measure that is very, or like an anti-cheat that is intrusive into your computer, I think that you should not be able to, like, ask for pre-orders before that. Because, like, effectively, you're changing the nature of what was agreed upon. So, like, a person buys it with this agreement, and then you change the agreement. Well, now the consent has been violated, right? Because you've both consented to one thing, and now that thing has changed. It's extremely simple, right? Like, it's crazy how people have a problem with such a basic concept. But yes, of course. Death Fader, yeah, clearly. Disclosure before allowing pre-orders. I think that it doesn't have to be like in like fucking neon, you know, like red, like, oh, with de novo or something, but it should be stated somewhere on the pre-order page, whether it has it or not. Sure, of course.